Um, Before I left, I was going to make a video for the store, but I decided I had to get it done and get back in time. And I got chicken for Dad. He likes Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they closed down the they have you just do the drive-through after a certain amount of time. So I want to get there in time. So I got moving, and but guys, truth is evident, and lie is obvious, right? And I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Yeah, the stuff of they had a thing with William Shatner there. The secrets of the America's secrets. Secrets are for liars. Okay. In the Gospels, truth is evident and lie is obvious. Okay. And secrets are for liars. And so when you talk about things, there's right and wrong things to do. There's good, there's bad, there's right, there's wrong, and there's truth and there's lie. Okay. Now, you can think certain ways, but you have to understand natural laws, what's healthy, what's good. Okay, right from wrong. You know, people can rape, but you don't get away with it. Okay. Taking something that is not given to you is fundamentally wrong, right? Okay. And when children are young and a girl hasn't match rated yet, me and two young men talked about it today at Walmart over there by the electronics. We talked about this. And we sat there and said, that when we know through eternity, okay, as a man, there's nothing worse than having a woman that decides she wants to have children with you and the conditions aren't right and she dies in childbirth. Okay. You already know the answers to the questions. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. So you have to make sure that everything is right when conceiving children and carrying that conception out through the pregnancy, right? This is it, holy covenant through eternity, right? And so these two young men talked about it. And I said, you guys are more important and more intelligent than any Nobel Prize winning laureates because you're here in Las Cruces and you're having this conversation with me. Okay? And they went, yeah, he's right. Of course, naturally. Okay? So when I am truthful, I am faithful, I am correct. Okay? I am right. They are lying. They are wrong. Okay, they are being bad. I'm good. Okay. I don't have to sit around do I have an ego problem? Am I delusional? Right. I sat and watched this thing on this drone going to see the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the whole thing about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald is why the fuck was the boat out there during a storm? The Native Americans, you don't go when that happens. Okay. You just would look at it this way. Okay. You do not or put the boat out there when there are storms. When the weather's nice, you get up and go. When the weather's not, you leave the dock, you stay in the dock. Just like with pilots. I used to say that at Southwest Airlines. If the pilot don't want to fly, I don't want to fly. Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? If the pilot don't want to take the plane up, I don't want to take the plane up. It's a weather delay. Just live. I'm going to lose my job. You'll get another job. Okay. Jobs are for pimps. Okay. There's no such thing as jobs. Okay. And you don't need to, do you need to travel? Okay. Now, you can live in a 500-acre square radius your whole life and know everything you need to know and have everything you need. Okay. And live there with your family in molecular similitudes for 5,000 years and be far more intelligent than people that send a piece of equipment to the moon. Right? No, this is right. This isn't up for debate. This is the truth. Okay? If you need to go to the moon, then you'll do that. Okay. But if you don't need to go to the moon, why the fuck are you going there? Okay, do you understand? Is there milk on the moon? We have no more milk? Okay. Why are the cows on the fucking moon? Maybe they're trying to get everybody to eat Chick-fil-A. Okay, do you understand? Do you understand? You just have to be more intelligent than your ego. Do you understand? Sitting here watching and stuff like that. I was a nutty fan. Not a fan, but because we're fanatics, I guess, And the place where I was the nuttiest was at Deer Valley High School with my boys Bob and Brett and Mike and Darren, and we were we were terrible. Oh, we jumped inside the other team's heads, man. We gave, and the half the other players on the team and the coach were complete dicks to me. Okay, but me and my friends, I mean, we jumped in their head and they were whoa. We always had a thing. Okay, which one's our bitch? We would go, who's gonna lose it? And then we'd get it, and then we'd get going. And everybody's, it's horrible. No, it's just sports. It's just guy world. No, it's we didn't say anything. Like, okay, we had one kid at Horizon. They were wearing green uniforms. He had a slope top haircut, and he was bullying. We called him Gumby, right? And then one of the football players who was on the basketball team comes up to defend him and get him and says, look, it's a Clydesdale pokey. And then Brett and Darren, every time he ran by, they acted like there was an earthquake and they would fall off the side of the bleachers and go, ow. It was funny. We didn't talk about nobody's mama. We didn't, it was just, it's guys. Guys do that. Okay. We do that to each other. It's like, Jeff Foxworthy said, you beer-bellied, guys are like that. Girls, you uncoordinated, they'll run home and then want to kill themselves, right? But with guys, we're different. It's more like, oh, come on, you got to be able to take it, right? So, you don't really mean it. Yeah, we do. But like Corey, Grant, and Brian's buddy they grew up with, okay? He referred to Grant Hill as big-footed, big-eared, big-eared, goofy Grant, right? And Brian was Scarface Bowtooth because he was bow-legged. He had a scar on his face and his teeth was messed up. Scarface Bowtooth. Okay. And Brian would tell me this. Okay, this is Corey. What was Corey's nickname? He never told me what Corey's was, but Corey referred to Grant as big-footed, big-eared, goofy Grant, and Scarface Motif, right? And the funny thing is I don't know if Grant was, we all know who Grant Hill is, right? And Brian was the top soccer player and the top scorer on the junior national soccer team, okay? He was the top player. Alec Walinda was on the team, but the top threat and the top scorer was Brian Hall. Okay, most of you don't know that, right? But you all know who Grant Hill is, right? And not everybody, a lot of people do. Khadijah, the guy who plays the piano and serenades Queen Latifah, right? They all grew up together in Falls Church, Virginia, right? Or no, it was Fairfax, Virginia. Fairfax. Falls Church was where Mao and Brian lived for a while before he joined the service. Yeah, I'm watching the game here. It's the Jacks and the Jacks and the Vandals are playing from Flagstaff. They're playing from Flagstaff. So yeah, I saw this. It was recording. I was excited because I was all right, man. It's the Jacks and the Vandals. So, okay. I haven't seen a Jacks team because they Fox Sports Arizona when we used to have Fox Sports Arizona, and I used to get Jacks football and basketball games every year. When Galen Burnick and Spriggs and Murphy, Coach Murph was there. Yeah, and trying to remember some of the other kids on those teams. And yeah, that's Flag. I was gonna think of all the people there. There's Flag. There's the Sky Dome and all the beautiful trees around it. Yeah. Well, it's a pretty place. Yeah, it's a very pretty place. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, Flagstaff. That's how you say it in Navajo. Flat stuff. Yeah, flat stuff. And okay, so what's Idaho's? Oh, Idaho's not ranked this year. Okay, Jacks are ranked 21st. They're 5-3 and 2-2 in conference. You guys got to hold serve at home, man. You got to hold serve at home. You got to win this one tonight. You want a chance to go to the playoffs. So, you just got to win it. I sound like the other guy on the Ivy League game. He's saying all this blatantly obvious. Well, they want to do this. No, basically all they want to do. All you really need is a scoreboard on the bottom of the screen, and the sounds of the stadium is just like you're watching a thing. You really don't need the play-by-play announcers because it's just blatantly obvious. They don't want this to happen. You want to get the ball and you want to score, and then you want to stop them from scoring. That's football, right? They do. You do this, like the whole thing. You rip the seam and all that. It's what he's saying is when this guy comes and covers there, you go to this spot. Okay, that's what's open. Okay. Is what they're on that Tom Brady thing with the knowledge with the thing. You rip the seam. So he's saying when they do this and they do that, that's the spot that's open. That's where you hit it. And you have to read it fast because you only got a very tight window because the guys are very fast and these guys are coming real fast to knock you down. All right. And in the NFL, it's faster than high school and college. Okay. And in high school, you're playing high school. In college, everybody's all district player is all district and all state players are on that team. Okay. And in the pros, all the All-Americans are on the team. Okay. So you amp it up. It gets better and better as you go along. And so that's what happens. And so they get faster and they're better. Okay. And so you're just like, whoa. So everything moves. Tom, when you go from Michigan to the NFL, you have to, okay, everything's moving faster. I think for real good players, it's easier. People think I'm nuts. No, it's true. Because when you're playing with other people and they're not as good, you can't get it done as well. But when you're playing with really good players, the easier it gets for a good player. No, you think I'm nuts. No, when I played with the guys at Bustin' Loose, the ex-pro ball players and stuff, it was easier because it was more effortless. Everything had to be more on me and more precise when everything was all about me, okay? But when you got 4 guys on the team that, God dang, they're good, okay? You don't even have to be precise. You could be falling down, throw it up, and get it just in the general direction. Steve could reach out, grab it, and dunk it, right? But when you're playing with Booney and those guys and you fall down or whatever, you throw it, it's out of bounds. That's okay. We'll be back next time, right? No, when you're playing with really good ball players, you can fuck up, and they will still take your fuck up and score with it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, it does get easier if you're really good. You can kind of screw up, but still get it there, and they're so good that they can compensate for your screw up. No, people think I'm nuts. No, it's true. I knew that because I watched as it went on, and the coaches would say, it's just going to get easier for me the further I go. The thing is, though, they become more vicious. In my generation, Jordan rules. What Chuck Daly said, I had to kick Chuck Daly's ass, and I would have used Lambeer to kick Mahorn's ass. It'd been like Mr. Incredible. It's like snapping a twig. And I'd been like, y'all gonna get your ass kicked. And, then I would have proved it to him. It's like, son of a bitch. That little 6 foot, 170 pound guy, he kicked all our asses. I told you to play right. There's a reason we have rules. I'm going to go watch the game. I'm going to go watch my Jacks. All right, guys, I love you. All right, peace out.